What's good with it? It's your boy, Simon Phoenix. This is Shots Fired. What up? What up? What up? Anyway, as I dig in the magic bag as usual, I'm all in the bag. I'm searching. I'm trying to find something, and then it comes to me. I ain't had a DJ on in a minute since DJ Blaze. Shout out to DJ Blaze. So I was like, man, who I'm going to pull? And then I said, no, I know exactly who I'm going to pull. I'm going to pull my favorite DJ. I'm going to pull my guy out. My very first DJ. My DJ go back so far you thought you was in a Cadillac. That dude right there. So who is that? DJ Ill1.
What's going on, good people?
Well, thank you for coming to my show. Well, now when I say we go back, we go all the way back like Cadillac seats. I mean it because junior high.
Definitely, yeah. Iroquois.
Okay. I know that you are a awesome DJ. Not only because you were my first DJ, so that automatically makes you awesome. So I don't give a fuck what nobody else say. But but in reality, though, you know, I know that you are just flat out ill with the skills, as your name say, because you've won competitions and things of that nature.
Yeah. I battled for a little while. Yeah. Locally, I won the Guitar Center spinoff 3 years. I battled two in a row, won those, took a break 1 year because my daughter was being born, and I did it a year after, which was the last year. So we only had it 4 years, and I won 3 of the 4. And that's only because I took a break. And because of the
I like how you said that. It's only because I took a break. I'm like Michael Jordan. The only reason they won them rings is because I wasn't at the show. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, I got to be honest.
Say it with your chest.
Yeah, I feel I would have won all 4 if I would have entered all 4. I believe I would have won all 4 because I was prepping myself for battling, even though there was no battles. And because of those battles, I got to battle all over the Midwest. You know, Detroit, Chicago, and some few other places. And it was a fun experience. It only lasted for a little while, but it was a fun experience because it was in the time where the Renaissance, the turntable Renaissance was happening. Like,
so you're talking about that time period where mid-90s cats are starting to pay attention to the DJ again, and the DJs are starting to do more ill stuff.
Definitely.
So for those of you that don't know, watch Juice. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, Juice was like was kind of like DJ battling 101. You know, we looked at it like it was amazing, but if you go beyond that and you come back, you're like, yeah, that's like a first experience of seeing that type of stuff. But there's competitions like the DMC that happen every year. There's the ITF that happened. It was the gong battles where if you were dope, you know, if you weren't dope, you got gonged off. You know, it was brutal. Then there's the Goldie, not the Goldie Awards, but it was there's still some battles out there, and it's like that's where you learn about DJs all over the world. Like like turntablists, like the ones that treat turntables as an instrument. And so
can you explain treating turntables as an instrument? What does that mean? We don't know.
Okay.
Well, we don't DJ. We don't know what that means. Tell us.
Okay, like, because the term is called turntablism.
Okay.
Now, you're a turntable, so you use the turntable as an instrument. Like, you're not only just mixing a record, you're not playing one record, mixing another one. You're scratching. You're actually making productions also. Like, you could treat. So when you scratch, you can have the sound of a guitar. So if you know certain techniques, you can make that turntable sound like it's a guitar or any other instrument. If you just catch that sound and things of that nature, you can be a drummer on a turntable. Like, you catch a kick and a snare and do a pattern, and you're a drummer. You know, so because there were bands, they're like crews that were turntable bands. So like one would do the drum, some would do, like I say, guitar, some would do the phrase, and they'll make a song, and wait,
stop. So you telling me, right? Yeah. I could have walked in a building somewhere in America, and it was 5 DJs, let's say, and they were making a song.
Yes.
Each person was doing. Oh, that's ill.
Definitely.
That's ill right there.
Yeah, that was happening in like the late 90s. It went to the 2000s. There's crews like there's a crew from New York called the Executioners. They were the X-Men. Executioners is
I remember them.
Yeah, Rob Swift, Rock Raider, rest in peace. Them. Then there's a crew out west called Invisible Scratch Pickles with Qbert, Shortcut.
Oh, okay.
Now they were those are two crews that were like doing that stuff, like because they ended up having that in competitions where it was turntable band and stuff. But there's crews all over the world. I mean, South Africa, New Zealand, China, everywhere. There's like DJ crews all over.
Oh yeah, definitely. When I was in Japan, I met DJ Rasta Roots. And I got to appear on some of his mixed CDs, and I got to travel around with him when he was doing shows.
Yeah.
So believe me, like the DJs are everywhere, and you can run a region and be like a little crime boss when it comes to people coming to you being like, "Hey, I want to do a show. I need you."
Yeah, so like a kid who's interested in basketball, he's gonna follow basketball players, Jordan, Steph Curry, whoever you want to name. So me being a DJ, that's what I did. I followed DJs. Like I said, a kid playing basketball would probably watch like we watched back in the day, all the Jordan videos, Come Fly With Me, Airtime, and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So I would watch DJ videos. I mean, from competitions to just videos of DJs getting together and practicing and stuff like that. That was my thing. So I would study and learn from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's what got me in, because in this city, like I said, there was only a handful of DJs, and there was only, I can count on one hand, DJs that was doing what I was doing or what I wanted to do. So
right, you were looking at it deeper than level. Let's say, if we always say in the streets, it's levels to this shit.
Right.
So if you say that, then level 1 of DJing, right, is the fact of a DJ going, okay, well, I come through and I'm gonna play in the party, and I'm trying to understand the crowd, and I'm trying to know what songs to play. That level DJing.
Right.
Then you got another level DJ. He say, "Nah, man, I want to be able to scratch and do some tricks up in there. I want to be able to be a little bit of the show." You got that DJ.
Yeah, because like most DJs in this town, they wanted to get work. They wanted to do parties, they do weddings and stuff like that. But the big thing was radio or doing a club.
Well, and so then you have the third level of that, you had DJs that's like, no, I want to battle.
Right, exactly.
Right, so you got him, and he out here, and he crushing cats.
Right.
And then you got the last level, that's like the master level. That's when the DJ is like, yo, I do all of them.
Yeah.
And I make beats. And I juggle and make whole songs when I'm DJing.
And that level will take you to, I'm opening up for so-and-so at Madison Square Garden.
And so what I'm going to say to you is, one day, sir, you're going to open it up for Madison Square Garden. And I say that to you because I've had conversations with people about you, and I'm going to tell you who I compare you to. And I know this is going to cause some controversy with some cats, but I don't care.
Oh, wow.
That for me, you're my version of Premier. And the reason, and it's not to gaslight you or nothing like that. It's the reason why is because you as my mans, you as my guy, you have musically transitioned into, you have a plethora of beats. I've heard you have all different kind of sounds. You do your thing. On top of you DJing, and just like I did the breakdown, you do all of those things in DJing. So we're having a conversation about a guy who you rock crowds.
I mean, I try.
Not you try. You do. You were in the center of Grand Rapids, Michigan, on a bridge, rocking a crowd.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, the Blue Bridge, that was fun.
So when someone says that to a dude like you, you're so modest that you make it sound like you don't do those things. So then I turn back around and I say, okay, that's rocking a crowd. You've rocked in bars. You've been around the world rocking as a DJ. Not only do you do that, but then you turn around and say, I've ran around and smashed cats as a battling DJ. That's another level.
I tried.
And you've won.
Yeah.
Like, let's be frank. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
So when I ask my other questions, I need people to know that you're not Joe Smo. You're that guy. This is why I said you're my version of Premier. If that Premier is God level production guy for most people who love hip hop.
Yeah, he is definitely.
That we feel like he sits among very few producers where you say it don't have to be a platinum hit for you to know that's his beat. Yeah. That's how dope he is.
Definitely.
So that being said, that's what you do. So then I look at the next level, and then you like, oh yeah, but not only do I DJ, not only do I battle cast, but I'm out here juggling and making whole songs in the party at the time, off 4 beats, while making drinks. What?
No, I ain't doing all that.
Yes, you is.
No, I'm drinking drinks. But it's funny you mentioned the Blue Bridge because I get back in town, I get that, and that was like the first time I was able to. I did all house, and I always said I wanted to do like a house set somewhere because I wanted to show my versatility, and then I was also doing. I was invited to do Soul Club. I did Soul Club twice.
Okay.
And that's where they play 45s of old soul and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to do that twice, and that was fun. It's like because that was another bucket list. I wanted to do like 45s because mixing with 45s is different than with regular like 12-inch records.
I'm sure.
Yeah, very different.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and the way I did it, I did it like continuously, like a continuous mix because a lot of times they'll play. It was like when the record ends, the next one begins.
Right.
But they still have people out on the floor. They, Soul Club.
That's how they did it.
Right.
They're used to that level of transition.
Right. But I was able to, because I was worried I wasn't able to like mix the record like blending and all like that, and I was able to do that twice, and
because you're dope.
Thank you. But yeah, and it's funny, a lot of that stuff came out of, well, not so much, kind of controversy because that the Soul Club thing, it was funny because somebody was on Facebook and they were talking about Soul Club. They said, why does the Soul Club have like people of color in their crew? And I know the 3 guys that have the Soul Club, they're all good guys, and what they do, they're talking about appropriation because you got 3 white guys playing soul and stuff like this and funk, but they are truly true to it. And so this thread went on all day long. It went on.
See, I don't want to rant, but I'll say this.
Yeah.
How is it that if you didn't know that there was a fan base for this music and someone was doing it, how is that appropriation? They're not claiming to make the music. Exactly. They're just providing that service.
But because they're playing old soul music, old funk music for the crowd that is predominantly white, and these are white guys doing it, they're like, okay, so they're making this night off of music, our music. There's people in the thread that just wanted to get in and yell, because
people are dumb, bro.
Yeah, people, the cancel, the cancel culture.
Leave those people alone.
Right.
Let's be honest. So, if let me get this out, and then you go ahead.
Yeah.
That anytime you're talking about Black American music and our music and the consumption of it, you put it out there to be what? Consumed.
Exactly.
So unfortunately, even though you may think you have claim to that music, you have now put it out for everyone else. And if they're listening to it and decide to monetize it, as long as you get your cut, which you already know, if that they got their cut, if, at some point in time, might not be what they supposed to got, but they got their cut.
And that's the thing. I got in, I was in there, and even people that I know, I was battling them. I was like, look, if you feel that way, then do your own, because it's open for everybody. There's enough room for everybody. And now, if you feel that you can do it just as good or better, go ahead. But then they were still barking on that, and I said, look.
You just want to be mad.
Right. And I was like, in solidarity, I'll do a mix of 45s. And then one of them got a hold of me and was like, you want to come down and do it? And I was like, yeah, because, That's the whole thing. And people were complaining like, okay, I said they're usually strictly 45. Yeah, but I've seen like so and so DJ so and so he was using Serato. That DJ was a professional DJ that's been around the world. He at this point he can do whatever he wanted to do. If he wanted to use 2 spoons and slap it on his knee, and it would get the crowd rocking. Who are you to say? But now me, I don't have a name like that, so I'll go.
You do, but you said I'm gonna go by the rules.
I got my 45s. I brought the 45s, and I rocked it twice. So I just left it at that. But
that's gangster. Look how you said it. You said it so nice. You're so nice. You're a nice guy. You're a really nice guy. I love you for that because I would have said it dirtbag. I'd be like, look. Y'all was angry at these kind white people minding their damn business, listening to soul music, and they happen to all be white. I'm sorry they're white and they like James Brown. So what?
Yeah, and the thing was, they all acknowledged, what? We know it's a black music. We know all this music is black
Damn
music.
that. They deserve, they're probably of the age when James Brown, they were young, and they doing that because they like it. There's nothing wrong with that.
I feel you on that. But, it's stuff,
it's not like they was like, James Brown is white. It's not like they ever said that during the party.
Yeah, James took all them steps and all the beats and everything. Those weren't his ideas. It was Joe Schmo.
Right. They're not in there preaching that. Leave those people alone. I think you're angry to be angry.
Yeah, it's part of the politics in the city, which I do not like.
We are not having that conversation.
Yeah, we will not get, that's a whole nother show.
You know what? That makes it a perfect time. That makes it a perfect time for a commercial break, bro.
Sure.
Gotta pay them bills. Be right back. Johnny Ray Ray's security team. That's right. The legendary Johnny Ray Ray security team has a service or a plan for you, for your home, for your business, for your auto or boats. That's right. You can get a one-on-one personal security officer to take care of everything you need to protect you from any and all threats. If you need more, we can bring and provide a team of well-trained superstars made by Johnny Ray Ray himself. And don't forget our special deal. Right now, you can get our baby mama protection plan. This includes protection from your home, protection for your business, and protection for your personal well-being. Johnny Ray Ray Security Team. Better be protected.
Yeah, you know what it is. Shots Fired podcast popping.
Welcome back to Shots Fired with Simon Phoenix.
So now that we are back from paying the bills, as they say, my questioning has to go to production.
Okay.
So when you're in the kitchen cooking, right?
Yeah.
Now, are you you woke up this morning and said, man, I want to slap somebody in their mouth, and then you start making an angry beat? Or or are you a person that you woke up in the morning and all of a sudden you heard that dumbass bell noise like ding, 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 and then next thing you know you sit in front of a computer and you had a hella beat going off that damn ding noise?
Yeah, that would be me. I've done that before.
You're number 2?
Oh, number 2, definitely. Because I've made beats off of phone ringtones and stuff like that. And, I thought it was something dope, but ain't nobody heard it but me. So, yeah, you have to just
what
take
you
my
say,
word
that's
for
in
it.
the vault? That's
Yeah,
in the vault somewhere?
Yeah. Or the trash, either one of them. But, yeah, you have to take that from me. But, yeah, I'm definitely that person where if I get an idea for a melody or something, I have to put it down. Or if I hear a song or something I might want to sample or chop up, then it'll stick in my head, and then I have to do it. If I have to mess with it or something, just to see if I can do it, and that's the time. If I hear something and it moves me, I'm going for it. But I can't make a set, like I can't be like, yeah, I'm about to make this head nod beat, or this. This beat gonna slap you. I can't plan it that way. I just go with what I feel.
Okay. Yeah. When you deal with artists, is R&B artists harder than rappers?
R&B artists are harder if you don't know what to do. If you don't do what they do. If you're working with a singer, and you can make the song for the singer, and hopefully that singer knows how to write, because 9 times out of 10 you may not know how to songwrite. It takes a special producer to work with artists like singers and stuff. Like I'll say my man Pee Wee Green, he can do it. He can do it. That dude is dope. He can do it. Like me, I can sing good enough to carry a tune, so I can most likely work with a R&B artist, and I can portray, I can convey what I want them to do in that sense, but they're gonna have to bring it home because they're the real singers. I can sing good enough to do melodies, that type of stuff. I karaoke. Yeah,
I got you. Yeah, because I asked that because I know I've talked to individuals about the ability to work with an R&B artist, and if that is more the case where you're like, she comes on and you're saying, okay, right here, I need you to riff.
Yeah.
And I think that's more like painting the canvas kind of thing.
Yeah.
In comparison to you being a songwriter and you just come into him and be like, well, here's the complete thing. You just do it.
Right. Now, yeah, like I was listening to an interview with this one songwriter, one that worked with SWV.
Okay.
And he was saying like
I'm so weak in the knees.
Wow, yes, which is a story behind that'll blow your head off.
I don't want to know. That sounds scandalous.
But like he would say Coco, like him working with her at first, like she worked with hip hop or the people who done production for like hip hop and stuff like that, and it was harder for her to work with her because they couldn't do what she do. They couldn't sing. So they couldn't tell her, you need to do this, or you should do this, or try this, because they don't sing. They just made the beat, and, they expected her to sound good over it. But when she worked with a producer that's worked in both realms, that worked in R&B and loves hip-hop and stuff like that, it was so much easier for her. So when you work with artists of, like, that like R&B and stuff like that, you might want to have somebody that knows about singing with you, so that they can convey your message to them. Because if not,
ooh, that's deep. So if you're a hip hop guy and you are going to have to work with an R&B artist, you might want to call your singer friend in to walk them through.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
okay.
So that they know what they can do over the song, like to get the best potential out of them. Because just because you sit around and you listen to like Jodeci Guy or whatever R&B and you like it, does not mean that you can do that.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. Well, that I think that comes from the arrangement part.
Exactly. Well, that arrangement, heck, the songwriting, because all
definitely from the songwriting point.
Yeah, so that's where I give like R&B its respect, because it's not like hip hop. Hip hop, look, 16 bars. Give me 16 bars of something dope. You can do it over any beat. You can do almost any rhyme over any beat if you want to. Because a talented MC, that is.
I was gonna say, look, MCing is totally different.
Right.
Like I constantly be trying to get people to understand that. I'm like, the difference between rapping and MCing is this. It's the easiest way I can explain it to them. MCing is the ability to take your flow and change it within the beat to make it go along with, and then add elements out of different areas to add to it.
Right, because
where rapping is one thing. You are saying words that rhyme.
Yeah, cat, mat, sat, bat. That's rap. MC, packing a Mac in the back of the act. That's an MC.
Right.
Now, yeah, because my train of thought, but yeah, so it's what was I about to say?
You don't know.
Yeah, I forgot.
It's okay. It's okay.
but yeah. So it's a whole nother realm, whole nother world.
Yes, MCing is totally different from rap, and they're not the same. I know people think they're the same, but they're not the same.
Well, we're talking about most people that don't know that we call it hip hop. Hip hop is the
okay. That walks me into this. You about to go off in your hip hop spiel. That's the perfect way for me to make my point with my argument with you.
Yeah.
That I've had before online and in person because we're friends.
Right.
Hip hop is totally different when you like hip hop. When you're a person that walks into hip hop and say, I like hip hop. I like people who can really rap, and I like producers who make interesting and unique beats. When you say that, and then you have other entities added to it, which we're talking about now, the youth,
right,
added to it, walking in the shadow of that, and then saying, I don't care about what you did over there in hip hop. I just want to eat off the lane you guys created. Be quiet.
Well, and
then you talk to me about what you said described as gatekeepers, and I know the terminology for those who don't know is the gatekeepers are supposed to be the people in whatever industry that are saying these are the standards.
Right,
you will follow
right,
the standards,
right,
or we will put you up out of here.
Okay, now what I'm about to say about hip hop. Hip hop is the whole culture. See, people get it wrong because they say, yo, there's some dope hip hop out. Hip hop is the whole culture. There's 5 elements. There's DJing, there's MCing.
Come on.
There's breaking, there's graffiti, which is the art, and then the 5th one is knowledge, which you should always be seeking that, especially in hip hop. You should want to seek, you should want to know,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now here's my beef. Yeah. Here's my beef. Because you're going to say it. I'm gonna let you say it, but here's my beef.
Okay.
None of those elements are being represented by the majority of the youth in hip hop. And this is my issue. This is why it's a lot of elder statesmen's issue. I don't care if you change it. I don't care what you rap about. I don't really even care if I think that you're a sub-level rapper. I don't. Here's my problem, though. My problem is you are not respecting the elements. Right. And so you're eating off of our plate without showing any respect.
And now that's okay. Well, I'll get to that because see what everybody's talking about when they say it's dope hip. No, it's rap. Rap is the music of the culture,
right?
Because a culture has language. It has like fashion. It has many different elements to make a culture.
Right. So
that's what hip hop is. Hip hop is dress. It's the art. It's the music. It's the language. So that's all hip hop. Rap is something you do within hip hop. So we got to start saying rap. I don't care if it's KRS-One to Lil Baby. That's all rap. KRS, Africa Bambaataa, all them will tell you the same thing. Real is like you say real rap. Now that's where you can differentiate. But okay, to get to your point about that, yes, there's a lot of youth out here. They just want to rap. But remember, that goes with how it's being represented, and it's not really our fault. It's like the only thing that's our fault is we let it get to the point it is.
Well, that's a different argument.
When corporations and stuff, when the labels and stuff start
powers that be,
right, they start feeding what
they're picking and choosing the artists that they want
rap,
to be.
When they feed what rap is supposed to be, while watching these videos and the music that they pick,
they're secretly programming.
Because think about like a lot of the mainstream stuff is all sex, money, murder.
Secretly programming,
right? And then okay, with these kids, add some emo into it, some emotions into it. So
secretly programming.
Exactly.
I can say that for an hour, bro.
Yeah, because it's like okay,
now I don't even want to talk about it with you. Like I'm like, dude, everything you're gonna say, I'm gonna agree with.
Right, but the
rabbit hole is deep. Let's just say that and run away.
Because look, like you'll have some cats talking about they feel a certain way because of the life that they live. Like we were discussing this last night on the Zoom meeting, but it's funny. Like you'll hear like these mainstream cats. They'll talk about how they feel, how lost and alone and all this. How they feel. It's like even though I got this ice, I got these ride. I just bought a coupe yesterday, but I'm still lonely. They'll do stuff like that. Or
they're lonely because you have security, you have too much money, you don't know what to do with it, and you don't know how to mingle or speak to regular people anymore.
And they'll say
because secretly you were a weirdo before you got on.
But they'll also say stuff like, they pop pills and drink and
because secretly you were a weirdo before you got on. I mean, look, I'm tired of sugarcoating some things.
No, it's not sugarcoating at
No.
all.
What I'm saying to you is that a lot of times we don't say it dirt baggy enough. Look, we've known forever that poppy pills is a dumb idea. There are some people who do, and then there are some people who abuse it. It has leaked into hip hop because hip hop used to not be about it, but you would hear about it.
Oh, no, yeah.
Or you would hear it be talked about.
Yeah.
Normally, if it was talked about, it was talked from a viewpoint of someone either giving a really deep description of they were doing a whole bunch of dumb shit, and then they did that too.
Yeah, because, it's all drugs have been in hip hop from the
Day
beginning.
one.
It's like I said, they're smoking weed or they sniffing cocaine. Some was,
Smoking weed with cocaine in
exactly. Then when crack came along, because at first, let's be honest, crack wasn't considered a bad drug at first. It was just a new drug.
Well, they were freebasing.
Right, exactly.
And so
but then when they saw people abusing it and losing their mind,
it became a no-go.
crack is whack.
It just became a no-go.
Yeah.
Once the youth peeped that it made people into zombies,
Exactly.
then it was a wrap. It was a
Yeah.
wrap, and then you seen dope boy culture start to manifest itself.
Because right there, when rap started to get popular, the rappers, they always looked at the dope boys as they wanted to be like them.
Well, you wanted what they had.
Exactly.
So you talked about it from that manner.
And then all of a sudden rap was blowing up, especially like in New York. And all of a sudden you saw your boy on the corner who was selling. He was in the Dapper Dan Louis Vuitton leather suit. Now you a rapper, you getting those suits by the dozens, and you looking just like them. Matter of fact, you flossing harder than them. Then it became a competition. Now the dope boy or the drug dealer was, look, I'm stunting harder than you. This and that.
Well,
and it became
and look, the breakdown of that is, and it's so bad for business, is none of them were put on to financial
of course not, because
literacy in any shape, form, or fashion.
Well, for one, they came from nothing.
Well, it's not just coming from nothing. Like, you can come from nothing and get financial literacy.
But if you're never taught,
yes,
Yeah.
you're right. Exactly.
And that's
that
the
no
thing.
one puts us on, and so therefore we blow millions.
Exactly. I mean, think about it. Hip hop was birthed from the projects, from the slums, and then all of a sudden it became. They were just doing this. They were doing this because they loved it. It was passing the time away. Then all of a sudden, corporate America started to see we can make money off of this. So now they're offering them money they never had before, and so
well, they just put them on, and then what they did was they raped them for everything.
Of course, because nobody
until someone climbed to the top and was like, "Well, I'll be the boss."
Because that's one thing that's still going on. There is great rap music being made, but poor business being done by it.
But the problem is with the poor business is people don't want to invest in the secondary part of their own, because they'll start, right?
Yeah.
Like the description of hip hop right now in comparison to where me and you came from within it as a idea, as a culture,
Right.
that we're old. So therefore we see the whole culture as you described earlier.
Right.
And because we see the whole culture, we now see the financial literacy attached to hip hop. So now we're saying, okay, I need to own my business, have my business set up this way. I will be getting all the money. I will own whatever logos or whatever things I want to do. New artists and artists back in the day, same people at different times, don't have that level of knowledge when they get it. So the record label owns their imaging, their logos, their names, everything that go with them on where the money's going. And since
I own you. Okay?
So since they basically what they did was say, I own your entertainment image.
Yeah.
I might not own your physical, who you are, but everything entertainment wise that comes out of there, when you put on if my name is Little Scrappy, and you decide to go on stage as Little Scrappy, I want in.
But here's the thing. Now it's called the 360 deal, and it's been going on for a while. And
the 360 deal
they're taking that deal like 90 going north, man.
That's because they don't know no better, you know.
And that one is even worse because because of people like Will Smith and stuff like that were able to branch out beyond hip hop. Now, if you want to branch out beyond hip hop, we
want in.
Yeah, you go ahead, but we gonna get a percentage of that.
We want in.
Oh, you doing a movie? We gonna get a percentage of that. So
break bread, buddy.
Right. Oh, so you gonna sell Ninja ovens or something? We gonna get a percentage of that. Stuff that has nothing to do with the music.
That's because you're not. Say it with me. Financially literate.
Yes, exactly. But
I say that to say this, that it's one of my goals that I'm going to do for what this person did for me. I'm going to try to do that with my audience. I always sneak it in. Is I listen to Dr. Boyce Watkins and I listen to Dr. Claude Anderson, and both of them are always dropping financial literacy and how to climb out of.
Yes, they are.
We're black and we ain't doing right with the bread. So when me and you have the breakdown and we're just talking about hip hop, where the money's going, why people are broke, from a DJ and a former rapper's point of view, I can say to you without a shadow of a doubt, the money is going to major corporations because they're pimping them. Point blank, period. Yeah. And the problem is they don't want to build their own. As we discussed previously, if you own all your stuff, like I own my show, if you own all your stuff, when they come to you, they have to buy you out.
Right.
And then that's fine. You go and start some new stuff, but you take all their money and walk away.
Right.
But if you go to them, they're essentially saying, oh, you're a new artist. I'll give you a loan. But the loan for me to give to you means you got to give me my money back.
Right.
And after you pay me anything that you make, I want a piece of that because of this 360 deal that you have signed.
Exactly. It's like, okay, we're giving you this loan. You have to, if you pay it all back, if you become a hit, you pay it all back, great. If not, you have to recoup. So that means the next album is going to help pay for the last album. And you may not see much of anything before. Some artists, it took them years to see something before they
they were eating off of everything else they did.
Right.
If you were the Beach Boys and you were getting raped, that you still made money off of all the local commercial people. Anytime you did shows, you were selling out show. All that was your money.
Yeah.
For those who know hip hop and R&B, the equivalent to that is New Edition.
Yeah.
That you could be New Edition and be having the worst deals and no one be getting no money, but turn around and be getting all of the money off of your tours.
Yeah. And
so that's how a lot of low-level artists were eating. And so if a 360 deal had been installed during those artists' time period, a lot of people would have went hungry.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Definitely. Yeah.
So I just look at it like that's a really vulture thing to do. How about we take another little commercial to break, and then we'll come right back. Maybe we'll come back. I don't know. I really don't like y'all that much.
Hey, are you tired of having that upset stomach, that bubbly guts feeling? Then I need you to get with Tyrone's Gas X. That's right, Tyrone's Gas X is known to stop upset stomach, farting, wet farting, hard farting, bubble guts, squishy guts, and the runs.
Please use as directed. Side effects may be hair loss, weakness of jawline, weakness of pull-out game, lip dick, and pimples.
Tyrone's Gas X. Stop you from having that shitty feeling.
Okay, it's your boy Mo Better in the building. You know what it is. Simon Phoenix, Ashy Radio. Tune in, yo.
Welcome back to Shots Fired with Simon Phoenix.
Okay. So, discussed hip hop, little politics of the money in rap, DJing, battling as a DJ, and talked about production, R&B, and did we discuss what is it like to work with rappers?
It depends. It depends on how serious the rapper is. You know,
Okay.
Now if he or she is serious and they want to go in, they want to do this, they want to do a song, you know, they want to knock it out. It could be good. It could be, you know, no problem. But you know, you got a lot of like, and on the local scene, you got a lot of so-called rappers out here that they're doing it for popularity. And I know I may ruffle some feathers, but
You're going to ruffle some feathers by saying that guys with disposable incomes who make local songs are doing it for popularity. Get out of here, bro. You're telling the truth. There's a lot of dudes that made rap songs so they can get some booty.
yeah, exactly. Like
Point blank period. So they can go and be the star at a local venue and dance around with 17 of their homeboys and get some buns at the end of the night.
pretty much, yeah. And
That's worldwide. That's worldwide. But take it from someone, like I said, take it from a non-hot MC who never blew up. Take it from that rapper that, yes, bro, I met plenty of guys in my rap guy career that you were rapping to get the buns. You rapped in front of anybody that you thought would help you get buns.
right. And but the thing about it is a person like me, like I said, I always say when I go to the studio, it's kind of like Disneyland for me. You know, I love to be in a studio environment. I love creation. I love creativity. So I take it serious. Now, I've been in a few sessions where stuff got out of hand, you know, like work wasn't really getting done. I've been in those sessions. I wasn't paying for it. So, you know, but I don't like to do those type of sessions too much. Like my man Troy Caesar, I remember I was working with them doing some scratches when they were the unit, and he had rules. You know, like okay,
What you know about the unit? What you know about them?
Oh man,
You don't even know I was in that. You don't even know I was with them.
oh, you was with them for a
yeah,
minute.
yeah, I was with them for a minute.
Okay, yeah,
I'm like the guy that people are like, so what happened? Well, it's before cell phones was really a real thing. Cats didn't know. Other cats would catch cats at their house because they'd be chilling and be like, we're going to do this.
Right.
Okay. And then if you missed those times, you fell out of being part of that crew.
right. Okay, well,
That was that time period.
oh, okay. Yeah, well, you know, like, you know, he's telling me like one, you know, rule like, okay, don't come to the session high. You get high afterwards, that type of stuff. Be ready with your verses rehearsed and everything. Be ready to record because time is money. You know, just simple rules like that. There's etiquette that you have.
Well, look, you would say that. Now, then other artists would say to you, bro, there's nothing better than, and this is the bad habit that still continues. There's nothing better than you being in the booth, having an engineer that understands you and knows how to engineer properly, and you can walk through a song because you're you. Whether you're like an Old Dirty, a Big, Nori, you know, there's countless rappers out there in the world. I've seen local legendary guys like Man Child walk in, spit bars, walk out. I've done it. I'm gonna say to you that I don't think the getting high and stuff bothers people. It's the people that you're so unprepared you cost people money.
That's the main thing. Now,
Because Old Dirty will tell you, they say that boy come in drunk and fall on the floor.
But see, Old Dirty was on a label, and the label was paying for the studio time. And,
Right.
You know, that type of stuff. So that's a whole nother level. Now,
No, Old Dirty was paying for the studio time.
that too, but he had the money to do it.
No, he didn't. He know that was coming out of his budget, bro. I guarantee. You know, that's how they. You know, come on, that's how they play the game.
Yeah,
they give
but-
you a budget and
But still, it was paid for.
got you.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
with you.
Yeah,
I'm with
so-
you on a
and
local
then, you
level.
know,
We
and-
broke.
yeah,
we should have better. We should use better use of our time.
Right, and you know, for those studios, like 1 hour is thousands of dollars. Here, we're at a studio, like I said, $35 an hour.
Like I told you, it's all those things rolled into one.
Right,
That's what makes it funny.
Yeah, and that's still expensive, especially you're a blue collar worker. You know what I'm saying?
You broke.
Right. The money that you make, you got homes and children and you got families to take care of and stuff. So you can't be just out here just willy nilly.
You can't be lollygagging on the joint.
But that's what I'm saying. So when I get into a session with somebody that's serious as that, like let's knock this out, and that's great for me. I like that. And plus we can be creative and stuff, but still there's no nonsense, no fooling around because they're locked in on their vision. Like,
I got you.
So,
you just, like I said, you say everything real nice.
Yeah.
Basically, he over there like, look here, don't come to the studio falling around drunk.
Yeah.
Don't be in here not knowing the words.
Right.
And don't be like, I was in the bathroom for 45 minutes because I was getting some buns.
Right. Like, no, that's
none of that flies.
Yeah.
At Broke Guy studio session.
Pretty much. So that's what I'm saying. And and also being a producer, beat maker, whatever you want to call it, I could take either title. Dealing with artists that, like you're on a local level and you want to try to make a career of it. So
be professional. Yeah,
you want to be professional, but there's a lot of cats that want stuff for free.
Well, the problem is that they haven't built a relationship to even want stuff for free.
Exactly. See, now, as you know, I put a post on Facebook talking about paying producers and stuff like that.
Producers is dirtbags, and they be robbing everybody, asking for a band, for a beat, and then you be like, bro, I'm a local rapper. I just want my baby mama to hear it because it's about her. I hate her guts.
Okay, now and see now. Here's the thing: just like you're a consumer. Let's say you were going to get a PS5. Okay, so you go to Best Buy. PS5s are $5.99. Okay, so then you go to Walmart. Let's just this is just hypotheticals, not true. Walmart, the PS5, same one, is $7.99. You're going to go to the one that's cheaper, right?
Yes.
So that means, they both have one each, and they're for you, but there's one for $7.99, one for $5.99. Okay. Because it's for you, you're going to go for the cheaper one, right? So,
yes.
So that means if a dude is out here or a person who's a producer, somebody said somebody wanted to charge $1,000, and they said the beat's not worth $1,000. Okay.
Find someone's cheaper. That's your argument.
Yeah, I'm saying you can go somewhere else, but you get what you pay for.
We all understand that.
And here's
the reason why they say that. Here's the breakdown. The reason why they say that is this: a lot of times because local rappers haven't perfected the conversation with producers and gotten in-house producers and joined groups with producers to say, hey, I'll be your artist. I know you got beats. I'll rap. I'll bring you rappers. Just let me get some beats. Let me get your trash beats. Let me get the beats you don't really like. Let me rap over them while I perfect my skill. Right? Because that's what they be needing. They don't have that level of conversation. Yeah, and because they don't, and they come to y'all foul because they know you make beats, and then they want you to give it to them for free because they broke, that annoys you. Is that correct?
Yeah, because now here's the thing. Don't ask for a trash beat. I'm not going to give you a trash beat. Or at least if it's a trash beat, you'll never hear it.
Well, we get that. What we're saying is that when we ask for the trash beat, we're asking for the beat that you are like, this is a decent beat. This is not this a banger. I know it's a banger.
Then I'm not going to give it to you.
Exactly.
I don't care I'm not going to give it to you. I'm trying to give you my best. No, that's what you're supposed to do. So if that dude is charging $1,000 for a beat, here's the thing. You could buy that beat, but he's at your disposal. So, okay, if there's certain things about that song you don't like, I need you to change this. I need you to change that. You're paying $1,000. He gonna change that. He gonna make it suitable for you.
Exactly.
Or you go somewhere else. So when someone charges a certain price, that means one, they know their worth. And remember, two, you get what you pay for. So it may be quality. It may be quality that they're giving you. It's just that You got to invest in yourself. A lot of these cats don't want to invest in themselves. They'll invest in the image, but they won't invest in themselves. And when I mean invest in yourself, you paying for the beats, you paying for promotion, all of that stuff. Because this stuff ain't easy for one, and two,
and it ain't free. Take it from me. It costs a lot of money to buy your microphones,
exactly.
your computers, your any device you're hooking up to it, and headphones and cords and wires and extra speakers.
I got my machine, I got my laptop. You got interfaces, all this stuff. Now this stuff does break down. You may have to get it fixed or replace it. Now, if I'm just steady giving you free beats, then that if I'm giving you free beats, most likely we came to an understanding. Like
we're back to the original conversation.
Yeah,
we've had a conversation. We have a relationship. This is why you receive free beats, because I want to see you shine, or it's good promotion for me as a producer. One or the other. There's something in it for me, and we have discussed what's in it. Yeah,
and we decided to thug it out together.
Yes.
But a lot of these artists, they want to just get a few from you, a few from this other place, a few from this other place. Look, and like my man said, okay, if we're crew. And then we're crew, MCs, DJs, producers, whatever. We're gonna make stuff together. We're a crew.
Right.
But if you are outside of the crew and you say, I like what y'all doing, this, that, and now I want to get down. I want to work with you. That means you're going to pay me for that. You're not part of the crew.
Exactly.
You just want.
You're not on the squad. You're gonna pay me set price for my beats and music.
Right.
I got you.
And
I'm with you. Yeah.
You're not. You don't even want to be squad. You just
no.
You just want to work with.
No. You're right.
Right. So,
anytime they do that, they owe you bread.
Right. And I had people in the comments, saying like, if you don't have a name, I'm not gonna pay you. I like, we all start somewhere. None of us started with a name. We are nameless when we start. But if you make dope stuff and people are vibing to it and stuff, come on, something's got to give. You're going to have to get paid one day. And it doesn't have to be much, but you can start. And I don't believe that. I don't care who you are. I don't care what level you on. You can't tell me different. I know people who don't have a name that are making money off of it. So don't sit there and tell me that you can't. Like, if you ain't got no name, I don't know what you did, this and that. No, if you come to me, you got some idea of what I done.
You have an idea because you are having this conversation with me.
Exactly. Now,
anytime someone approaches you about making music, someone else has put them on if you haven't heard the music.
Right. And somebody, you got people all over. I rap, I DJ, I make beats. Just because you say that doesn't mean that, oh, well, the next question is, I want to hear what you got.
Well, yeah. And everyone wants a sample.
Yeah.
And so what I learned, when you spit hot bars.
Well, yeah. If
you spit hot bars, you got to spit them in public. If you got hot beats, you got to pull out a Walkman. I'm old. You got to pull out a Walkman. Nowadays, you pulling out your phone, you should be probably tapping on Spotify or SoundCloud or somewhere that you are.
I got about 5 projects on my phone right now, like beats I could just take. As a matter of fact, I've done that with a lot of the beats that I posted on social media. This stuff I have on my phone. So I
believe you.
I'll take a minute of it and I'll make like.
I believe you. I should. You're lucky. I didn't think about that before because I'd have had you hot decked up, ready to go.
Man. But if we do it again, I got stuff. I got stuff for it.
We're gonna bring you back. We're gonna bring you back, sir.
Let's put it like that. The pandemic has been nice to me. Let's put it that way.
I bet.
So, but it's just plain and simple. If you want quality, you pay for it. Invest in yourself.
Point blank. Period.
That's the best thing you can do. I don't care if you're an artist. Period. Invest in yourself. A painter has to buy their own canvases, paints, brushes, stuff of that nature. So
be prepared to do your craft.
Right. So if you're an MC, the beat is your canvas. You still gotta buy it.
But now your time to paint is on.
Exactly. Word. So I don't care. I don't care who you are. I've been in this long enough to know that you can make money on any level of it. So
yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So I always in my shows, or most of the time, I end my shows with a crazy left field question.
Okay.
So today's crazy left field question is this. Do you think that the Lions will go 500 for the rest of the season?
No. No.
Yeah, just a negative is out of here.
The best chance they had, if they had Caldwell, that'd be a different story. I think. But they also get injury ridden almost every season.
Injury prone over there.
Yeah, so
They got fragile bodies,
man,
weak bones.
I mean, look, they got shut out by a quarterback who never took a snap in the NFL until that game.
Well, they got out coached. That's why they coaching staff
No,
got
they
fired.
got outplayed. I mean,
they got out coached. That's why they coaching. That's why everybody got fired. Everybody got fired over there.
and it's partially not his fault either. It's the owners.
Like, everybody wants to blame the owners.
No, well, because look, I think
It's always your fault if you're the coach.
It's
always your fault if you're the coach.
No, there's
no way around it. It's your fault if you the coach.
If you win, you get the glory. If you lose, you get the blame. But let's be honest now. In the front office, the general manager is the one that makes the moves, gets the players.
I understand. Yeah. I get
right.
it.
Now,
the pieces aren't always there. What I'm saying is it's the coach's fault. Yeah. Look, I ain't going to walk away from that. It's your fault. You the coach, it's your fault.
No,
bro.
they had to get rid of Patricia. We know.
It's because it's his fault.
Yeah, they had to get rid of him. But
it was his fault.
And they got rid of the general manager, too.
Because it was their fault, too.
But the owners got something to do with that.
Well, that's because they didn't want to spend the bread. They just got done firing people. They are under new management within ownership.
Exactly.
So we'll see what happens.
So that general manager was like, "Yo, we need this on defense. We need this person. We need this person." They didn't want to spend the bread. So therefore, he had to make do what he could do in the drafts and all that. So that was part of it. That's part of it. I'm not saying it's the whole thing. That's part of it.
I understand. Everything you're saying is still the coach's fault.
Yeah, no matter what.
So, but now since you're coming back,
500.
Since I just asked, man. I told you I asked a bogus, crazy left field question. It has nothing to do with music, nothing to do with hip hop. I just wanted to, ask my bogus question, man. Don't be mad at me.
Oh no, not you. Just the fact of them being 500, they had chances.
No, they're definitely not gonna be 500 at the end of the season. Anyway. They ain't gonna make it. I'm sorry, baby. They ain't gonna make it. Anyway, I'm happy to have you come on the show.
It's been my pleasure. My pleasure.
Once again, DJ Ill One. I have been Simon Phoenix. This has been Shots Fired. Holla at your boy.